So, what are my top tips for self-reflection? Tip number 1, do it. Okay, I know it sounds strange, but genuinely it doesn't matter. If you take the time to just try it, it's a practice you can build. It does take effort, it does take time. But tip 1, give it a go. Right? Your life's mad, you're in the middle of a madhouse, there's children, you're trying to work, all of this stuff going on. Try it. Tip 2 though, quiet. For me, one of the things I need is just time to stop. Let my brain settle, not worry about the kids running around the house and the work that I have to do and the teams that I work with and all of that. That's all important, but it can wait 5 minutes. Just take time to stop, be still. I'm a huge fan of meditation to get me there, and it just takes you away. You know, everything calms down, and in that stillness you can start thinking more clearly. You can start looking at very much, where have I been? Where am I today? Do I like that? And if I do, great, celebrate that. But where am I going next? How do I improve? What's my next step in this journey towards mastery of me? And this is really a critical one for me, is just finding that time to stop and be still. Once you've done that, I strongly recommend some type of structure. Okay? Some people like to write. I don't. It all stays in my head, except occasionally good old Post-its. If you're going to use Post-its, please use a Sharpie. It's just a crime to use biro on Post-its. But what works for you? Be conscious about that thinking in your structure. You want to look at, what did I intend to achieve in the time frame? What did I actually achieve? What caused any differences? And be clear which of those things are on me. Take responsibility for your own actions. Okay? Please do take responsibility, because in that is a great opportunity to look at, how do I work with those things that I did that stopped me achieving my goals? We can't stop the world happening. Not everything is our fault, but we need to own the things that are. Where was I? Where am I today? Why is there a difference? Where do I want to go next? Okay? Take time to celebrate the achievements, and the progress you've made, but you do need to move on. Where am I going next in this journey? What is for me? What do I want to do? Do I want to improve in my career? Do I want to improve in my family? And I wholeheartedly recommend you think of you as a whole person, not just a reflection on one aspect of your life, because there is no, in my opinion, one aspect of your life. You just have a life. Your family, your friends, your hobbies, all interplay with your work. So look at the whole thing. Where do I want to improve as me? And maybe this time round it is a time to focus on work, and that's great. But maybe it's a time to take a step away from that progress in the work world and your career, and focus more on your family and friends, or on yourself and your health and your well-being. But where do you want to go next? Personally, I have a work goal, I have a personal goal, and I have a health goal. Every cycle I'll be thinking about, where do I want to take my career next? Where do I want to take me next? My relationships, my friendships, my family, but also my health. And having brought that in over the last few years, I've seen a radical shift in the other two as well, because I'm healthier, I'm more awake, I'm more available, I have more energy to do the other things. But you're going to do this, you're going to think about, where am I going? Where am I going next short term? Where am I going next longer term? Thinking about that future that maybe a year or two down the line, what do I want my job to be? Maybe I don't know. That's okay. But what interests me? What are the types of things I could be doing? Because the next time round this cycle, you've got an opportunity to reflect on it again and change your mind. And that's okay. It's about discovery, it's about learning, it's about growth and improvement. But you need some type of structure. How you go through that structure is entirely up to you. As I said, I think. I sit there quietly and I just reflect on it, and whatever pops up gets written down, and then I'll decide, of all these ideas, which ones am I actually going to do? And then I tend to have some sort of structure about articulating those goals. Personally, I use OKRs. So tip 4 is find the thing that works for you. Okay? To make sure you have a concrete thing, a goal, an idea, or whatever it is for you to take forwards. I use OKRs, objectives, key results, and I blend them with the 4 disciplines of execution, 4DX. So it will be, we're in December today, and it may be listed something along the lines of, I want to be able to go from 50 to 75 continuous push-ups by March 31st. Okay? I'm not saying how I'm getting there, I'm just saying what I want to achieve. And then, over the next few months, I'm going to work towards that goal and I'm going to track it. Maybe not on a daily basis, but likely on a weekly. Am I getting there? And if it looks like I'm going to achieve it, brilliant. And if it looks like I'm going to stall, I'm going to take a little bit of time out to wonder why. Why is it that I can't increase the number of push-ups that I can do this week compared to last week? And I need to do a bit of thinking, I need to do a bit of research, because that's important to me. Okay? So that would be tip 5, is as you progress towards those goals, be willing to keep reflecting on them. How are you going towards them? And what do you need to do differently to help you have the best chance of achieving them? So, if my counting's right, there was 5 tips around personal reflections. But tip 1 is the most important one. Absolutely. Just give it a go. There's nothing that you can do here that will be wrong. If you've taken some time in your hectic lives, no matter how short a time, to think, this is where I want to be, and this is the first step to get there, I can almost guarantee your life will improve. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.